Hey there, 6th grade team. Today we're going to be looking at how to use our algebra tiles to model addition and subtraction and multiplication and division equations. So we're going to start out with just this video being addition. Things you need. This is your lesson. This is the teacher version here. The students will need an equation solving balance mat. And they will also need a pictorial page that we will get to at the end. So we're going to start out with the balance mat. And, of course, they need their algebra tiles. Right now, they only need, since we're doing addition, they're only going to need one variable. And they're going to need multiple constants. So you've already introduced this language of variable and constant, but you need to reintroduce it, reminding them that bar represents the variable and the little squares represent our constants. Okay, and the red is, of course, negative, and our green or white is positive. So, we're going to start with introducing just with them that if I have a red one and I have a white one, if we think back to our integer rules, what happened whenever we had a red one and a white one together? We called those zero pairs. Okay? So if we have zero pairs there, it's worth 0. Then, now we're going to be using these on this balance mat. If we look at our balance mat, we have an equal sign here in the middle, and we have a triple beam balance down here at the bottom. And if they've seen them in science, they know that if they put something on one side, your balance beam will then fall this way, and then they put something on the other side, it will fall the other way. It is important to know that whenever we're doing this balance beam, that each side is affected by another. So if you're doing something to one side, you have to do it to the other. So that's that language what we're going to use. What you do to one side, you must do to the other to keep balance. So what you do to one side, you must do to the other. So model with our students. We're going to start out with x plus 3 equals 5. So x, or our variable, we want to use different letters besides just x throughout this lesson, so that our students are able to know that it's not always just x. So y, z, r, s, t, a, b, c, whatever you want to do. So I'm going to start with our variable plus 3 constants equals 5. So it's important to have your students know that this can be done in our head. It is so easy. We just look and see, what would this represent to equal this? Well, they can look at it and say it's 2. It's not important to be able to do this in our head, though. It's the process that we're going to take to be successful. So, what if these numbers were, thousands or negatives and that kind of stuff? And that's whenever we got to start understanding the easy things, and then get a process in place, and then that's the process we use every single time. Okay, so our goal is to figure out what this variable is worth. We know it's worth 2, but how do we do that here? It is important for you to be, as a teacher, modeling this on the board at the same time, and also modeling the equation. So I told them to model on their paper variable plus 3 equals 5. So up on the board or somewhere that you're writing this up, you need to have a variable plus 3 equals 5. All right, so we want to find out how much the variable is worth. To do this, we isolate the variable to get the variable by itself. So what if I decided to add a red tile to this side? What is that going to do to my balance beam? So all of our students are going to recognize that that is going to make our balance beam uneven. So what if I do something to one side, I must also do it to the other. Okay? If I have a red and a white over here, and I put those two together, that's going to create a 0 pair. So essentially, I can make 0 pairs, and if I take the 0 off the balance beam, nothing's going to happen. So I want to continue to do that to create 0 pairs to where this variable is isolated. So I'm going to add another red on this side, and then a red on this side, and then a red on this side, and then red on this side. So in doing that, now we've created 3 sets of 0 pairs. So if I take these 3 0 pairs off, does anything happen to our balance beam? No, because they're worth 0, right? So now is our variable isolated? Absolutely. And then on this side we have some 0 pairs too, and we are going to take those off. Sorry. As you are doing that here, we would need to be doing this as we're going. So we added on this side to our balance beam, we added 3 negatives. On the other side of our balance beam, we added 3 negatives. Okay, so in doing that, our 0 pairs then were canceled. And we're left with our variable on this side. And then our 3 0 pairs over here were canceled. And we were left with 5 plus negative 3 is a positive 2. So our variable is worth 2. Okay. So that is the first really simple example. There are multiple examples moving forward. I have them listed as me, you. So on and so forth. You'll model, the students will model. You will model, the students will model. And keep on going, so on and so forth. So another example I need to do is one where we have a variable plus 4 equals 2. So we'll do the same thing. Have our paper here, a variable plus 4 constants equals a positive 2. We need to add 4 negatives on this side. To balance our equation. So we're adding 4 negatives on each side to balance our equation. Remove any 0 pairs we might have. Oops, sorry. So we're left with our variable, whatever that is. You can choose a different letter here. Equals a negative 2. So on and so forth. Okay, so if after you model a lot of these addition problems, it is important that you also switch sides with your variable. For example, if we model this one, 2 constants equals a variable y plus a negative 4. You're also going to model with your variable on the right hand side, and so on and so forth. So once you've done all of that, our students will then move to our pictorial, where they are going to now draw these, and then they use their knowledge that they use from using the tiles to now draw these. And you don't have to do squares, you can actually do circles. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then to isolate our variable, we need to add 0 pairs. So we're going to add 3 negatives to this side. What you do to one side, you have to do to the other. And as they are doing that, they are then also showing it over here. So we are adding 3 negatives to both sides. And then we are going to show that we are removing our 0 pairs. And we're left with, on this side, variable equals 7. So on and so forth. They do that on a pictorial. Then lastly, they move on to just the algorithm, doing as much and repetitious as they can. Thank you for watching.